Estimation is a core process to all projects, and construction firms have invested in developing workflows, methodologies, and catalogs to support this process. Accurate cost forecasting early in the project has a significant impact on executing the work. We begin by managing the design information and gaining access to quantity information early in the planning process. By leveraging tools directly from the modeling applications, in this case Autodesk Revit, we can quickly get a high-level understanding of the project quantities. Next, we'll work with an item and resource catalog information in order to classify the model elements further than the model authoring tools can. With the catalogs available, we quantify the model using intuitive and easy-to-use tools in Navisworks, which uses a quantification workbook that is our central location to create and manage the quantities within our model. The workbook also leverages the item breakdown structures and resource breakdown structures in the catalogs, in that we can see a roll-up of the total quantities for an item collection with its resources as well as the individual elements' detailed data. With traditional paper-based quantification methods, dealing or changing with updated project information can be frustrating and extremely time-consuming, as manual counting methods are repeated when a change is made and communicated. With a model-based approach, the use of Autodesk Construction Solution, the management of changes is easy and effective using an analysis engine that compares a previous version of the takeoff with a new model. The reporting of the quantities is also made easy with the ability to export the entire workbook or any subset of it to Microsoft Excel for use in downstream estimating applications. And again, it's very important to know that the Autodesk Construction Solution ties directly into our data management and collaboration solutions. Today's estimating processes rely heavily on 2D documentation and manual counting of project elements and components, which can be error-prone and very time-consuming. Leveraging a model-based workflow for quantification can reduce the time it takes to generate project quantities and enables workflows for adding valuable construction information to project elements during the process. Here we see how the Autodesk Construction Solutions offer several ways to gain access to quantity information early in the planning process. By leveraging tools directly from the modeling applications, we can quickly get a high-level understanding of the project quantities. Schedules or tables of data built from the model, created by the designer, can be used by adding counts and totals, or a custom table can be generated on the fly to give you the feedback and quantities from the model information immediately. Here, we are working with item and resource catalog information in order to classify the model elements further than the model authoring tools can. With the catalogs available, we quantify the model using intuitive and easy-to-use tools in Navisworks. The quantification workbook is our central location to create and manage the quantities within our model. We simply select an appropriate item within the catalog for quantification and can either drag and drop elements from the model to the appropriate items, right-click on any model element and select the catalog item to use, or use a toolbar to quantify the elements on the fly. As we see here, once elements from the model are quantified, their display in the model is updated with the color and transparency settings from the catalog. This ensures that we see exactly what has been quantified and can quickly toggle between showing the model elements that are done versus the elements that haven't. The workbook also leverages the item breakdown structure and the resource breakdown structures in that we can see a roll-up of the total quantities for an item collection with its resources, as well as the individual's elements' detailed data. To complete the quantification of the model, we simply continue to walk through the workbook and pull model quantities into the system. Another challenge the design phase quantification of building projects face on a regular basis is the fact that project information inevitably changes. With a model-based approach and the use of the Autodesk Construction Solution, the management of changes is easy and effective. Because we are working with a model, the changes can be incorporated and tracked using Navisworks very easily. We see that the model within Navisworks has been refreshed and run an analysis for the quantities to see what has changed. An intuitive set of icons is showing us the changes and how they affect the quantification, along with tooltips that display the details of the changes. We can either accept the changes and they are incorporated into the new quantification, or we can remove the existing quantities and perform a fresh takeoff for the new or updated elements. Leveraging a model-based workflow for quantification can reduce the time it takes to generate project quantities and enables workflows for adding valuable construction information to project elements during the process.